So Derek says, are you going to make the Ten Commandments of Black Economic Power into a t-shirt or a long sleeve shirt? That's a great idea, Derek. I mean, I hadn't thought about it, but sure, why not? Um, I don't know what to put on the shirt though, right? We have Black Business School shirts with our Panther on it, but I don't know what I'd put the Ten Commandments of Black Economic Power on the shirt. That'd be kind of a lot, right, for sure. All right, so let's see here. Patricia, buying fractions to start, how to buy and how to take profits off the top to buy more and purchase stock, how to gauge. Okay, well, a lot of that is in your curriculum. If you log in at theblackstockmarketprogram.com, all that's in there, or you can also go to the drboycemethod.com. The drboycemethod.com, I lay out the whole Black Stock Market weekend where literally there's a ton of stuff in there on an 11-step process that we literally call the Dr. Boyce Method. It's really trademarked. That basically explains how to go about picking stocks for your portfolio. So feel free to take a look at that. It doesn't cost that much. It's pretty inexpensive, and it's yours. You can share it with your family, whatever the case may be. And I know you're gonna like it because every single student that does our events likes our events. Anyway, and if you ever have an issue, we always hunt you down to find out what we can do to make it better. So we care deeply about making sure that you're extremely happy and that we solve your problems in ways that you want them solved. All right, so let's see. Johnny says, what are your thoughts on TSM? Okay, let me look at TSM. And then after that, I'm going to bounce on out of here. I think I have another meeting I got to run to, but I will come back. And don't forget that tomorrow morning we are doing economic awareness training, EAT. So I want everybody to eat. So feel free to join us. Just text the word morning, MORNING, to 87948, or you can go to drboyceelevate.com. So text morning to 87948. All right, so let me tell you, TSM, Taiwan Semiconductor, the short answer is heck yeah. Taiwan Semiconductor is a great company. Now it's moved up a lot. It's gone up 20% this month. Year to date, it's gone up 50%. The last year, it's gone up 66%. So there is a risk that it could be, priced on the high side. But despite that, I like Taiwan Semiconductor. It's a great company, great business, great long-term investment, in my opinion. And if the price does drop, here's the thing. I think that the market is due for a pullback. I think that sometime toward the end, whenever you start seeing all this fluff and greed and people getting excited and FOMO, what's going to happen, I believe, is that it's going to keep pushing stuff up. I think Bitcoin and the stock market, it just hit 40,000. I think it's going to keep going for a little bit. But what's going to happen, in my opinion, is there's going to be some catalyst, some black swan event. I believe it's going to happen this year. And that black swan event is going to then change the headlines to, this is the worst day for the Dow in 3 years, or Bitcoin drops 20%, stuff like that. I think that's going to happen. So if you want to be protected against that, that's where things like put options, stop loss orders, things like that come into play, or taking a little bit off the top. That's really a personal decision. You can prepare also by having cash available. Having cash available means you've got guns in the holster that you can pull out in case there's an opportunity. Remember, every crash is an opportunity to buy really great companies for a really good price. So you shouldn't get sad when there's a crash. You get happy. That's a great time to get in. And then also the thing about it is I don't know when it's going to occur, and I don't know how long it's going to last. I don't know how deep it's going to be. But the market is so strong that I'm concerned because we know what goes up comes down, and I think things might have gone a little bit further than need to go. Also, this week, one potential catalyst in the AI space could be Nvidia, if because we still don't know how profitable AI is going to be. If AI does not turn out to be as profitable as we think, that too could be a catalyst because if Nvidia falls, a lot of companies in that industry are going to fall. So I'm curious to see what happens on Wednesday. And I would encourage you, if you are an investor in, say, Nvidia, and you want to protect your gains, you might want to, think about some ways to deal with that. I did do a training on that called Stormproof Investing. If you want to take a look at that, just go to stormproofinvesting.com. We get these URLs to make it easy for you to find stuff. So stormproofinvesting.com. I did a whole day-long training on it, and I think you'll find it quite beneficial. All right, so let's see. Regina says, "How should I invest 75K cash sitting in an IRA?" I would say very carefully. This is not investing advice, but maybe starting with mutual funds, things like that might be a good way to go. But it also depends on what you're seeking to do, right? So if you're seeking to generate income, maybe that's where selling options and things like that could help you. But I don't use a big chunk of my portfolio to sell stock options. I just use enough, just a small part of it, so I can generate income to do what I want to do. But the rest is for long-term growth, so that I can, buy real estate or whatever it is I choose to do with that money. So I would talk to your investment advisor about it. If you did want to sit with me and talk about it, I do small group sessions with like 3 or 4 people where I can really look at your situation specifically. If you're interested in participating the next time we have one, just email support@theblackbusinessschool.com, support@theblackbusinessschool.com. And I thought Amani was in the chat. She was here earlier, but I guess she had to go. She's on our support team. So she is also a person that can help you directly. All right. So last question. What do I think about XLU? Okay, so Jackie, you get the honors. This is the last question for today. All right, so XLU. Let's look up XLU. Let's learn about XLU. What do they do? What company is this? Okay, XLU. Utility Select Sector Spider Fund. Okay, so this tracks market cap weighted index of U.S. utility stocks. I like it. I like it. I like it because the research I've done, and I don't even know where I heard this. I just take in financial information all day long. I'm just constantly listening to podcasts, reading stuff. I'm members of stuff. I'm a member of a lot of things. Um, yeah, they own a lot of energy companies, right? Remember I was telling you earlier that energy is just a productive asset. In fact, I like XLU so much that it actually reminds me. I think I meant to buy some of that actually. So after we get done, I'm literally going to go buy me some XLU with whatever little cash is in my portfolio. And this is how I want you to consider investing. Just do it. Just, you're in line at McDonald's and you want to impress your kids, buy some shares of McDonald's stock and let them watch you do it and then explain to them what that means.